Hello everyone and welcome to Barefoot Minis. And I thought this would be a good subject for Talks Too Much Tuesday. I'm very passionate about nutritional supplements and what they can do for you, how they can help your health. We're kind of in a toxic soup, and it's nice to have things in our toolkit. These are blessings from the Almighty that can help us with our health, help us to feel better, and help us to function better. And always talk to your doctor. I'm not an expert. I have just had a lot of health problems, and I've needed the assistance of these supplements throughout the years to help me get over some stuff and function at my very best. And so let's begin to discuss these things. The first supplement I want to talk about is berberine. And this is some info on berberine and what it's used for. Berberine works by activating a key enzyme in the body called AMP-activated protein kinase, often referred to as a metabolic master switch. This enzyme plays a crucial role in regulating how the body uses energy, influencing processes like glucose uptake, fat oxidation, and insulin sensitivity. It lowers blood sugar, but the common side effect is constipation. So even though it's wonderful, the side effect is somewhat unpleasant. And anything you take will have side effects, even natural things. So sometimes you have to take other things to help counteract those side effects. The next supplement I want to talk about is one of the cheapest. Come on up on my lap, Scotty. There you are. And it's vitamin D. And it's free right now, and I'm getting some. But this is something interesting that not many people know about vitamin D. A white person can get approximately 20,000 international units of vitamin D with 30 minutes of sun exposure. So while we are cautioned constantly, we can develop toxic loads of vitamin D and vitamin D toxicity. It's important, it is extremely important to have vitamin D. And southern states with people that have a lot more, please lay down, you are clawing me with biscuits, thank you. People in the south that weren't as affected during the pandemic, the reason they weren't affected so as badly as northern states is because they got a lot more vitamin D, and in some cases they didn't even think it was a problem or existed because they got so much more sunshine, exercise, fresh air, because they didn't have 6 to 8 months of winter in the year. So vitamin D should be taken with nattokinase, which is a vitamin K2 rich supplement that helps prevent free calcium from collecting in soft tissues. And vitamin D can be taken on different intervals during the day if you're sensitive to it, because sometimes it binds with calcium, and that has to go through your kidneys. And so if you could take vitamin D twice a day instead of just once in a large dose, that can sometimes help, because calcium going through the kidneys can cause a lot of pain in people who have lower kidney function. Back to berberine, you can take castor oil to counteract the constipating effects of berberine. But vitamin D, extremely important. And very few of us get enough outdoor time these days anyway, even in the summer. So vitamin D is very anti-cancer and very immune boosting. It's something everybody should take, and it's very cheap. Okay, what else can I tell you? Vitamin B12. Okay, the B12 that you get that's very cheap, the cyanocobalamin, is a product of industrial waste. And a lot of people can't convert it properly, so it doesn't work too well for them, and going through the liver, it can become a toxic burden to your liver. So instead, you can take methylated B12. And here's some interesting facts about vitamin B12. It's a water-soluble vitamin essential for numerous bodily functions. It plays a role in DNA synthesis, the formation of healthy red blood cells, and the proper functioning of the nervous system, including the production of myelin, which insulates nerve fibers. It is also crucial for converting food into energy and supporting neurological function. So this is a heavy hitter. B12 is extremely important. Vitamin B12 helps create DNA and red blood cells, which carry oxygen through the body. It's essential for maintaining the health of nerve and blood cells and for the development of the central nervous system. This vitamin supports the production of myelin, the protective sheath around nerves, enabling faster nerve signal transmission. It aids in the conversion of food into energy by helping the body utilize protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Vitamin B helps lower levels of homocysteine, an amino acid linked to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, dementia, and osteoporosis. It is involved in the synthesis of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which can influence mood and cognitive function. But this is why you want to take methylated B12. Methylcobalamin is considered the biologically active form of vitamin B12, meaning it can be directly utilized by the body without requiring conversion. How to take it, though, it's important to know how to take methylated B12. You let it dissolve under the tongue for at least 30 seconds. And it gives you a lot of energy, but you have to take it in the morning because the energy that it gives you if you take it at night equals insomnia. So you gotta let it dissolve under your tongue, and you got to take it during the day or at the morning and not in the evening, because you won't be able to sleep. The next hard-hitting supplement is raw vitamin C, natural vitamin C. Raw vitamin C comes from acerola cherries, and it's not taken from purified black mold like ascorbic acid. Those sensitive to mold can react to regular forms of vitamin C like a foreign invader. Vitamin C should be taken at different intervals in the day. Our bodies do not produce it, and it has short half-lives. Vitamin C used to be derived from citrus, and it's now derived from Aspergillus niger, so it's derived from black mold. So we have to get our vitamin C from food sources or raw vitamin C, and it's ineffective to just take it in the morning. It should be taken in the morning and in the evening, especially during cold and flu season, to kind of boost your immune system, because we don't make it ourselves, and it doesn't survive very long in our bodies. So I guess that's why we were designed to get it through our food and not make it in our livers. And the other important immune system mineral would be zinc. And I learned this today. Bisglycinate is supposed to be the best tolerated zinc because it's chelated. Zinc is good for the immune system, immune health, and can be taken to up to 50 milligrams per day. I also take an odorless garlic and parsley supplement. Puritan's Pride sells it. It's one of their best sellers, and it's genius. They made these tiny little round gel tabs, so when they fall on the floor, they slide right under your refrigerator, never to be seen again. Or another thing that's good to take is grapeseed extract, especially if you have a family history of cancer. It's very anti-cancer. It causes cancer cells to explode in a process called apoptosis. So if you're prone to cancer, or if you know someone who's prone to cancer, this is a good supplement to take. CoQ10, another one that probably everybody or every adult should take. It functions as primarily as a vital component in cellular energy production and as a powerful antioxidant. It is a fat-soluble vitamin-like molecule found in every cellular membrane, with the highest concentrations in organs that have high metabolic rates, such as the heart, liver, and kidneys. It's extremely important, especially for people who are on statins, because statins just they destroy the CoQ10 reserves in your body. You need to have CoQ10 for good cardiac health. This stuff is important, and it's expensive because people know it's such an important supplement required by the body. So it's very expensive, and I would say probably 200 milligrams would be a good dosage. Is very expensive though. Cranberry. Cranberry is something good to take if you're prone to UTIs. Cranberry is excellent for bladder health as it prevents bacteria from adhering to the bladder wall. This helps to prevent and reduce UTIs. It also contains vitamin C, which our bodies do not make and need to get from our food. If you're prone to UTIs, this is something you can't go without. And then organic cold pressed castor oil with fennel. It's a good supplement. Now sells a castor oil supplement that contains fennel, and it is excellent for constipation and liver health. While some people are sensitive to castor oil, it can aid liver health and detoxification and can be a gentle laxative if taken in small quantities. Castor oil with fennel can be a safe and gentle laxative for occasional constipation. So going back to berberine, say if you eat 2 meals a day, you take a berberine with each of those 2 meals. That can cause constipation, and castor oil can counteract that. And high fiber foods and fiber pills and such can help. Now I saved the best for last. N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, and some people call it NAC. The body's master antioxidant is glutathione, but this is often stripped of the body over a lifetime of taking pain relievers. We need it, but it gets stripped when we take pain relievers. NAC is extremely vital in producing the stripped glutathione needed for healthy brain function and detoxification. It is used in the hospital in breathing treatments and for certain pain reliever overdoses. It is used clinically in detoxification of substances as well. It's an emergency room treatment, NAC. It's really helpful if you get a bad cold or even pneumonia because it's a mucolytic. So it can get rid of all of this mucus that's hanging around your airways. It's very life-saving, and it's a wonderful thing. It can reverse a lot of bad side effects of this sickness that we had to go through the past 5 years. It can reverse problems with certain shots that people have taken during the past 4 years. It can really save your life, and it can reduce brain fog. It's just such a wonderful thing. It's used in PCOS. It's used in COPD. It's a very, very wonderful. And it's derived from onions. So, hey, get some onions. But really, we can only find NAC or cysteine, just cysteine on its own, in a lot of animal products like eggs and meat. So eggs and chicken and stuff, but in such small quantities. And due to a very toxic soup we live in, NAC is a huge benefit to most of us. Some people have get heartburn from it, but I've not found that to be a problem. And then when you start taking it, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a sore throat because our throats are usually very moist, and it can kind of strip the moistness from your throat. So 1 a day of those is plenty for most people, and then if you get sick, you can take 2 of them. I like the Swanson brand. But anyway, I thought this was really helpful. What really got me interested in supplements, vitamins and supplements, is, besides having health issues over the years, is raising and taking care of horses for 35 plus years. Large horses and miniature horses. You encounter things all the time. Every day you encounter something new that you need to treat your horses for or help them with, or to help them feel better. And being a mom with kids will also teach you a lot how to take care of everybody and how to love your neighbor. And if your neighbor's a horse or a human, it really helps. So I thought this would be interesting to everybody. Jesus loves you.